Okay, so the goal here is to give you a little bit more uh, of this randomization and setting it into kind of like an algorithm stance to demonstrate emergent behavior. And the kind of the fun thing with this is, if you were to do this with music, you could actually almost, to a certain degree, do like strobe lighting and stuff like that, because what effectively uh, I've done here is, per the suggestion of Mrs. Stevens, I set it up to where you kind of have like a coloring book effect to a certain degree. Now, again, you can push the eye if you want. Let me go. You can push the eye if you want, so you can actually see what this all is. And what you can actually do with it. I have a little bit of an Easter egg in there that I didn't talk about in the instructions itself. But if you push the eye and hold it, you can actually see all the different things that you can actually push to kind of do something with this. Um, but the point is to actually create your color harmony initially, and it's going to be randomly generated, but it's based off cyan, magenta, yellow, red, green, and blue. And they're the pure ones, the ones that are set at 255. So if you push the C, it will actually generate your color palette there, and you can see this is the one that's based off magenta, the 5 being the pure magenta, and then it goes darker as it goes down to 1. But once you have the color palette there, you can actually fill these different shapes. So the polygons down there at the right, if you use the left, the right, and then the up arrow keys, it actually fills it with gradients, and you can keep on pushing these, and you see it keeps on refilling and refilling. And then when it comes to the circles, 1, 2, and 3, same thing. You can keep on refilling and refilling and refilling. Now, if you want to change this color palette, it doesn't automatically change the shapes, but if you hit in and then C again, it actually changes your color palette, and you can refill the shapes accordingly, and you can keep on doing it if you want. Now, the little Easter egg that I threw in there was, depending on what color palette you have, if you push B, it will actually change out your whole background as well, going from your 1 to your 5, doing a full gradient burst from the center all the way out. And then you can always change your background too. If you change to the new color, you can actually change your background as well. So the reason that I say that we could even have a strobe light effect to a certain degree is you can keep on changing things out. And you can just keep on going with it. And just keep on switching colors and everything, and you can see that it kind of continues to flash. But basically, I've just set this up. I'm going to push this code out to you. You can take it, copy and paste it into your I'm just going to have you put it in slot here. That's all 2.6. Yeah, I think I have it set up to 2.6. So if you actually go to 2.6. Yeah, I was going to have you put it in the creative project in 2.6 here. Basically, take it from the sandbox, copy and paste it here, and you can actually save in here. But like I said, I'm going to push it out to everybody in the sandbox so you can look at it and kind of mess around with it. I'm not going to have you do anything specifically with it, but I do want you to just kind of have some fun with it and see what you can do, and see how you can either break the code and mess around with it and maybe make new shapes, however you want to do it, just to kind of mess around and have some fun with it. Okay. But this is kind of your Color Me Bad. I called it Color Me Bad. It's a joke off of a '90s band. There was a '90s harmony group called Color Me Bad, and that was the whole play on words. They were a harmony group. It's a color harmony. Yeah, just some kind of fun with it. So you can mess with this. Always go back as well to the last Emergent Behavior project. The game, you can play the maze game. You continue to play the maze game as well. But I wanted to give you kind of a variety of code that you can kind of mess with and do some things with, just on this concept of emergent behavior, of how you can actually mess around with it and do something fun with it. Okay, so let me go back to the code. But yeah, again, so just remember, push that C so you can actually build out the palette. You can actually do your fills. You can keep on changing the color. And like I said, it's based off the sign, magenta, yellow, red, green, and blue. Okay? So, have fun with this.